keep on working no matter what. Have a desire to make it even though I had it tough. Growing up with different issues, man, it's bad enough. But we gon' keep on doing this whether you mad or what. Ay.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Trey number 3 here, back with another podcast video where I do short interviews with artists, content creators, and business owners. And today I have a very, very special guest in the building. Please come on and welcome yourself.
What's good? It's Frankie from San Fam. It's good, man. Peace.
Yo, what's going on with you, Frank? How are you?
Feeling good, man. Trying to wrap up this year in a very healthy and intentional way. So can't complain, man.
Most definitely, man. So what's up? Are you ready for these questions?
Oh, yes, sir. Fire away.
All right, check this out. So question number 1 is, what type of content, media, or product do you create? So what exactly do you do?
Well, I'm a creative director of San Fam and the owner. And it started as a streetwear brand, and with a background of event coordination. So I do even before San Fam, I've done coordinated and emceed open mics, hip hop shows, and then the latest is hip hop ciphers here at the Main City shop. So San Fam is a brand, is a lifestyle. Started as streetwear. The foundation is streetwear and hip hop.
All right, for sure, most definitely, man. It's kind of interesting how you a creative director and whatnot, man. Sound like you really did your passion. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
For sure, man. We on to question number 2. When did you start creating your content, media, and products? So when did you start being into the creative arts, had the idea of opening up a shop and ultimately making it happen? Could you kind of break it down for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, San Fam, I was never planning to do a streetwear brand, and I was never planning to do streetwear. I was always creative as a child, and I was always expressive. The thing is, once I started working at Artillery AG, it's an art and apparel gallery, in 2012. It's on 24th and Mission. Shout out to Artillery. The owners at the time, Ivan and Alexa, they pretty much brought me in, and I wanted to work there because there was the first shop I've ever been exposed to where it had only local artists, only local creatives, and they even had a screen printing workshop in the back and a creative workshop in the back. And so they pushed me to really enhance my creative energy. And at the time, for me, it was since I was 16, I liked to write. I like to do creative writing, and so I did poetry. Then eventually converted that into bars, and then I recorded music and rapped with my homies. And then at Artillery, they pushed me to take the next step, which is to create my own open mics, my own events, and to the same intentions, invite local Frisco cats to perform and showcase their stuff. And that creative solidarity, that sense of community, was the first time I've ever felt something like that. And I wanted to create a project. I wanted to create a name for what I was feeling. And so through that creative writing background, I came up with San Fam, which is short for San Francisco Family. And it's a perfect balance of, San being 3 letters and Fam being 3 letters. So, that's something I also align with too, is just balance, and try to practice that every day. So San Fam is a sense, a manifestation of just creative solidarity. And that's the foundation of the brand. And, I came to learn how to screen print through Artillery AG, through Alexa and Ivan. I came to learn how to use Adobe Illustrator, and then started working with the first artist on the brand, because each project that I do is has a backstory, and most of them have is collaborative. I work with different and mainly Frisco local artists, Bay Area artists, for the sake of preserving our narratives and expressions. What does it look? What does streetwear look like to us? How do we express it in our time, in our era? So, Stefan Anadon, it was the first artist I worked with, and I shared with him my vision for the brand, the official branding, and so he's the one who did this SF, and which is a all original hand script that he did. He's a phenomenal artist. I told him the vision. He just brought it to life like crazy. I don't know how. He's such a gifted person. So shout out to Stefan Anadon for doing that. And also he did, of course, the main, the main logo that you see on the IG page, which is this right here.
Dope. Yup. That thing going hard, bro.
Thank you, man. And since then, I've also produced my own pieces, my own designs. My latest is a rose that I did during COVID, which for me represents just healing. And the whole project, I titled it "Power in the Breaking," coming from just that crazy time, like that. For me personally, it affected me like in every way, with from physical to mental health to family, friends, the relationship I have with myself. So the rose that I designed is a representation of healing. It has a teardrop coming, which represents healing, and it has a spark. It's looking up at like a sparkle, which is kind of like the light of and the horizon. That things will be better. Things will get better. So it's just keeping your sight on point, staying focused. So yeah, in a sense, that's what the brand is. It's an expression of our narratives, and and how we rock it through streetwear.
No, it's definitely, man. Sound like that you really came a long way. You had some mentors that were able to, go in and, put you on to, what you wanted to do. It sounds like that they had a lot of, faith in you, that they seen a lot of, potential and growth in you. And it sounds like that you have a lot of experience in of a lot of the different, areas of work / genre, such as, being a writer, being an artist, getting involved in clothing, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Being in the production process of clothing and merchandise, so it really sounds like that you came a long way from like 2012 or earlier, correct?
Yeah, the brand officially started 2013. Next year's 10 years.
It's a 10-year anniversary. It's our anniversary. It's the
Yeah, you already know.
anniversary. That's that Tony Tone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, we on to question number 3 is what makes you want to get up and do your content, media, and product? So like what makes you want to get up, run the shop, and ultimately be as creative as possible? Could you kind of break it down a little bit?
Yeah, so just some context about the store I'm currently at. It's called Made in the City, and the brand Made in the City is owns the shop, and he invited me to be a part of the shop, to have a spot, have a rack, have a space. And shout out to Vince Center for inviting me to be part of the store. Like you said, like there was just people who just believed in me and like really saw my potential before I even saw it. And that alone is very empowering. And you know, at that point, there's really no excuses for me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I have to just at that point I have to show up for myself now because they're showing up for me. They're putting me on, so I have to show up for myself and really align with what they're seeing because they're what they're seeing is exactly what I see. It's just like it's just with so much like love and like support. So shout out to Vince, you know, the owner of the shop, to you know be he's my current mentor, and has really I've only been here like um 8 months, and I've grown the brand so much because of him. So, you know, it really takes someone to really believe in you, and it's super important that you know that you're really present with that. You know that you really you know don't lose sight of people who really believe in you. And what gets me motivated to keep doing this is I have what I call downloads. So there'll be like moments in time, whether it doesn't matter if it's late at night or early in the morning or in the middle of the day or I'm in the middle of a conversation, like I'll have a download, which is basically like something just like
Clicks in your head.
kind of just yeah just clicks in my head, and I at that point I have to write it down. I have to like manifest it, or else it's gonna stay in the back of my head. And you know what what nourishes these you know inevitable downloads for me is just staying grounded and connected with the people who truly like care and support me, you know, and the people who I look up to and who I connect with myself, you know. So staying connected is super important for me because it's the essence of the brand too. Um, and I identify as a connector myself, as a bridge, you know, to other people, to resources, you know. I have my role as a volunteer at the Latino Cultural District in the Arts and Cultural Committee. I'm the chair, so I serve as a connector and as an advocate for the arts and culture in the Latino Cultural District on 24th for the last 6 years. And that's just part of my role. It's just something I'm passionate about. It nourishes me and it keeps me grounded. And just staying connected is with the people that I truly align with is what you know ultimately, and even people I have never even met yet. You know, whether it's like fictional or like someone I want to collaborate in the future. Like I also stay connected with what inspires me. You know what I mean? I don't lose sight. I make time for all of that in a natural, organic way. So it just you know ultimately the downloads come at that point.
God damn. Damn, man. Sounds like you got a lot of motivation, man. Sounds like you got a whole bunch of motivation, a whole bunch of something to look forward to when you wake up in the morning. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how people keep themselves going. If you ain't got nothing to, wake up and look forward to, you're just gonna lose it. And it's just that simple. Ready for question number 4? All
Yes,
right,
sir. Yes, sir.
so question number 4 is, where do you see yourself in a year from now? So as of this recording, it is currently 2021. When do you see yourself right now we are currently at the end of 2022. Where do you see yourself at the end of 2023?
Oh man, celebrating the 10 years. It's gonna be a black and gold party. The logo is black and gold, and essentially I want to like bring a whole collection back and of just the main colors that essentially officially launched the brand with intention, which is black and gold. And it's going to be a huge celebration. The exact the exact date for San Fam, that was 2013 December 31st. So so basically a year from now, it'll be where we're gonna have the black and gold party. And I see myself having a whole collection, a bomber jacket with the 10th anniversary patch, with gold stitching, a Satan black jacket with gold stitching, bringing back the black and gold snapbacks, hoodies, kind of like a limited, like either a t-shirt or pin or some type of accessory to kind of kind of like a souvenir. Like, you got to be here to get one. You got to be present and celebrate to get one. And so, like, in a year from now, definitely I see celebration, 10 years, and then planning for the next 10.
Okay, all right. You got some great answers, man. For sure. Like I said in the jump, sound like you came a long way, man, and still doing it, bruh. So, all right, Frank, that is a wrap for these questions. Is there anything else you would like to say, or want me to say, or want to ask me before we close?
Oh yeah. Well, I do want to share that, like, if like folk are ever, if anyone out there is like, experiencing like a hiatus or going through it, it's perfectly normal. The brand is going to be 10 years next year, but I've been in multiple hiatuses, and that's only because I haven't truly faced myself yet, like the man in the mirror, like really looked at myself and really asked myself, why am I doing this? And so, it's a marathon, it's your pace, and just stay grounded and connected to the people who truly care about you, and then you'll find your way. That's how I did. So I just wanted to share that love and put that out there for you, bro, and for anybody, whoever goes through any like type of hiatus.
Yep. I went through the same thing, man. I figured out what I do this for and who am I. Ain't no stopping me now. It's just that simple. Well, all right, man. But before we wrap up, make sure y'all go follow San Fam on Instagram at SanFam 2_. And thank you for joining, man. You have a good one, and I look forward to seeing your next project, man.
Thanks, man. Tap in. Thank you for having me, for sharing space with me, for your patience too, man. I know we've been trying to like coordinate. I really appreciate your patience.
It's all good, man.
And your time and what you're doing, bro.
It's all good, man. You have a good one.
All right, man.
All right, yeah. Well, all right, guys. That is a wrap for this video. I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all know the grind never stops, and it's just that simple.